Hello and welcome to a brief introduction to the Instancy Learning Platform. The Instancy Learning Platform contains an integration of 5 key subsystems. Now, each of these subsystems have many modules and features underneath, but there are 5 key areas. One of them is a learning management system. The second one is a learning content management system where you create new content and build a content repository and publish that into the learning management system so it can be distributed to all the learners. There's a mobile app platform that allows you to publish your own mobile learning app, a learning record store that captures each and every learning experience so that you can build a big data repository around all your user data and be able to track, monitor, build dashboards and reports on top of that data. And then finally, the e-commerce and the marketing subsystem that allows you to monetize your content. Now, I'm going to focus on these 5 systems and how they manifest for any learning business. So essentially, this entire learning platform expresses itself for the end users as a learning portal. This learning portal expresses itself in a responsive type of an interface, which means that it can be made available seamlessly across desktop browsers, so multiple browsers like Chrome, Internet Explorer, and Safari, and so on. But it also adjusts the presentation on tablets and smartphones and other types of mobile devices, including Google Glass. So that way you can make the learning experience available to any user anytime on any device. And the content that is delivered through the platform is also responsive so that if you're delivering a document or a course or an assessment or a video, it will seamlessly be available on all those different types of devices. The purpose of Instancy Platform is to help organizations deliver the right content and empower its people and extended enterprise to provide the knowledge in real time and improve the overall productivity of the organization. We start out by creating a very customized user interface for your business. Instancy Learning Platform provides you a complete portal architecture, and it also provides you many different themes that are built in that you can pick from. Each theme has different style of presentation. It has menus. You can put your own branding, your background colors and imagery, as well as the labels and the language that you want to use for the menus. And also, it allows you the flexibility. So if you have specific types of features that you want to present to your users, you can only select certain menus that will provide certain information, certain content, certain functionality to the user. So you can tailor this platform very easily. Now, we give you a portal design tool that is built into the platform so that you can configure the portal the way you want it. Now, in this configuration, you also have the opportunity to create and design your mobile app attributes as well. So we have given you a learning or a mobile learning platform so that you can add the menus and the choices and configure the app branding just as easily as you work on your desktop browser-based portal. In addition to that, the Instancy Learning Platform has a very unique capability to be able to spawn multiple subsites or sub-LMSs, if you will, based on your organization's need. You may have a need for this today, or you may have an opportunity to expand your learning offerings in the future. There are built-in tools with which, without doing any programming or any technical work, you can simply add another sub-LMS. Now, this could be used for a different department within your organization. It could be used for one of your clients or your partner, and so on. So there are multiple ways you can use these subsites. Each subportal, or a subsite as we call it, allows you to provide unique set of content and have unique users and have the data associated with all those users under one subsite. Each subsite can have its own unique URL so that you can give that to the appropriate users, and that becomes their view of the world. They may not know about the master portal or the existence of other subsites. Now, there are situations where you may want to provide multiple subportals to all your users. That could be done, for example, if you want to build multiple knowledge communities, and each knowledge community could be a subportal, and you may want to give access to multiple portals to any given user. So you do have that possibility as well. Now, the next part is to be able to extend your learning portal and publish your own branded mobile app. That allows you to publish an app, and your users can download your app. It can be branded with your logo and name, and that app can allow access to the content that you put in the repository using the backend and the learning management system on the server side that Instancy hosts for you. Now, in addition to this mobile app allows users to download content onto the device and make that content available in an offline mode. This is highly valuable if you have low bandwidth or zero bandwidth. In those situations, users can download the content when they do have access, and they can continue to browse through the content, access the content, the courses, the learning modules, the videos, and we can track their progress. That data is stored on the mobile app and synchronized later to the server so that you have the access to all the data in one place. And that synchronization happens automatically when the internet access becomes available. Now, we can set up multiple learning communities if your organization has a need for building knowledge communities around different topic areas. Not all businesses require the ability to create knowledge communities, but if your business has a need to build a community of practice around a different area of content, whether it could be for different industry verticals that you serve or different kinds of user population that you serve, you may want to create a knowledge community or a community of practice in which formal and informal learning can occur. Users can pick and choose which communities they belong to or they want to subscribe to. You have the access, or you have the ability to create some of these communities as private communities, and some of these can be publicly available to all the users that log into your site. One of the key aspects of the learning portal is the ability for you to build a large repository of content. You can index that content in many different ways. You can have it indexed by topics and categories. You can index it by industry verticals, and there are many other unique ways you may want to index it. We work with you. We give you many different ways to index the content. For example, you may want to index that by job roles and skills. And users can also do a complete search on this content. The metadata of this repository can be searched using a built-in search tool. Now, this catalog can contain many different kinds of content all in one place. Your e-learning courses, documents, videos, and larger learning curriculum or learning tracks, the ability for you to catalog assessments and exam preparation tools, videos, classroom events, and virtual classroom events. All of them can be put into the catalog, and you can allow users to search and find the right content and subscribe to that. Now, catalog is not always necessary in your learning portal, but if you want the users to pick and choose and find the content on their own and subscribe to it, this is a good place to start. If your business requires an e-commerce purchase of content items, then the catalog can be expanded to include the price information as well as an integrated shopping cart, along with the ability for you to provide coupons and discounts on some of this content. If you want to bundle some of these content packages and offer some options to the users, the e-commerce system gives you that ability as well. So now we focus on the personalized learning experience for every learner. In this learning portal that we set up for you, every individual learner has a complete profile page. They can self-register, they can fill their own profiles, or you can load the data from the administrative interface as well. The end users have access to a complete dashboard of their progress. They can view all the assigned content, all the required courses, and if you want to set up a target date when they're supposed to complete some learning, they have complete access to that from this personalized learning page. From this page, they can also expand into searching for other members and peers and experts that they can connect with, and they can begin to track their progress and their participation in both formal learning and informal learning activities. We provide a complete notification framework so that learners can be notified through this portal and also via email if some learning content is assigned to them or they have to meet some learning objective or they have to complete certain learning by certain date, and if we want to remind them about an upcoming learning event and so on. In addition to the setting up the learning catalog and personalized learning pages, Instancy Learning Platform has a unique capability for you to organize a competency-based learning approach where you can set up a competency database and competencies can be linked with all the key job roles that you service. The competencies can be further subdivided into skills and the content can be linked with those skills. In this approach, each learner can be evaluated by themselves and their managers about their proficiency level for every skill that they need to possess. And if there are skill gaps identified, that can provide access and links to the associated learning resources to help them bridge those gaps. So it's a complete competency-based learning system which allows learners, managers, and administrators to orchestrate job and skill-based personalized learning programs. Another key aspect of the learning platform is gamification. Instancy Platform allows you to reward and recognize learners based on their participation, based on knowledge sharing, and completion of learning activities. This can result in awarding the learners with badges, and we also provide a leaderboard capability where learners can be showcased and highlighted in the ranking order based on their contribution and based on their participation in the overall learning program. The gamification rules are not rigid. Instancy Platform provides you the ability to configure the rules and reward the learners based on what you deem to be necessary within your organization, which may be different than other organizations. So it's a very flexible architecture and it's designed to motivate learners to participate and complete the assigned learning programs and courses and so on. Now we talk about the fact that Instancy allows you to deliver multiple modalities of content from a single common platform. You can deliver e-learning courses, exam preparations, an assessment, which is a series of questions in a quiz format, training events in the calendar. You can enroll students into classroom events, for example, and virtual classroom sessions like GoToMeetings and GoToTraining. You can share documents, and you have built-in online survey system to gauge user feedback and analyze the data. So it's a complete blended learning architecture where you can not only deliver different modalities of learning, but you can also combine them into a blended learning program, which may be a combination of online learning course combined with virtual classroom or combined with a physical classroom event, or it may include discussion forum and social learning elements and so on. So it's a blended learning delivery architecture. So we start with delivering. In this slide, you notice we have an example of an e-learning course that the user can access through the learning portal. They can access online assessments. In the assessments, we can deliver multiple types of questions, whether it's drag and drop activities, multiple choice question, fill in the blank question, and so on. Users can also fill in essay type questions and upload documents as response to those questions. Each question and each learning topic and each page visited by the student is tracked by the learning management system. We can deliver video-based learning. You can build a repository of videos. Now, they could be part of the same catalog that we spoke about earlier, or you may want to create a separate catalog for all your videos. Virtual classroom training is integrated with this learning platform so that you can deliver GoToMeeting and GoToTraining sessions without needing to log on separately into a virtual classroom platform. You can conduct the sessions within the LMS. The users can access the assigned or enrolled virtual classrooms, and the instructors can also directly launch those virtual classrooms from within the Instancy Learning platform. We provide a document library where you can assemble large volumes of documents and you can provide them through the catalog. We also provide a full text search engine so that users can search the documents, whether there's PDF files or Word documents. They can have full text search in addition to the metadata search that we spoke about earlier. In a blended learning program, users can access classroom learning activities which may have a date and time associated with them, along with e-learning modules. But not only can you deliver blended learning, but you can orchestrate the blended learning in such a way so that you can have certain sequencing rules where certain content becomes available before the class starts, and then certain content like online survey and assessments can be made available after the class is finished. Instancy Platform takes your learning journey to the next level by providing the ability for you to conduct spaced learning programs within the system. Spaced learning programs allow you to space the time at which the content is delivered to the student. So instead of delivering the entire course or the entire content module all at once, you want to put some type of a space of time. So you deliver one page or one question or one module at a time, and you can give a gap of 2 days or 5 days. And based on your own instructional design, you can provide the content over a prolonged period of time, thereby reinforcing the content and increasing the retention rate and also the application of that learning in the actual workplace or in their life situation. They can retain the content and they can apply that knowledge in a much more effective way. So this is a proven technique that is now available through the Instancy platform. The spaced learning can be delivered through email push notifications and also through the mobile app framework, where we use mobile push notifications to deliver small chunks of content. Now, these chunks of content could be an entire learning module, or it could be a specific question, or it could be a specific document that needs to be sent out to the user over a period of time. And spaced, there's a space of time between every chunk of content that is pushed to the user, and the system can track the user's progress. Now, we also have a very, very comprehensive social learning framework that you can take advantage of. The social learning framework includes things like discussion forum, the ability to search peers and experts in the system. You have live chat integration and also a powerful wiki feature where not only can you enable people to create web pages, but you can also enable them to contribute documents and videos and also publish links or resources to other content on the World Wide Web, as well as the ability for them to publish an event that they want to share as a training event or a virtual seminar that they want to share with their peers in the knowledge community. So it's basically an all-in-one place where the entire toolbox for designing your learning environment and your content is available. The Instancy platform provides you collaborative authoring tools with which multiple authors and multiple knowledge experts can contribute content of a variety of formats. You also have an automated learning administration tools to manage the users and generate the reports about all the learning activities and track the user progress and improve your learning experiences by utilizing the data. We provide you the reports and analytics, and that data is available at the learner level as well as at the manager and administrative levels. So here's an example of the dashboards, the visual presentation of the data, as well as the reports that the system provides you to be able to keep pulse of the learning activities. We provide a comprehensive web browser-based authoring tools with which you can create content, and you can reuse elements of the content to build more and more courses and plan your curricula and share those learning resources within your content development team, within your subject matter expert and your graphics designers, and those team members can share the content assets to rapidly create content and publish that directly through the Instancy Learning platform. And also you have the ability to export this content if required in e-learning standards format. Instancy Learning platform supports multiple e-learning standards so that your investment of building your content is preserved for a very long time. So it's an open architecture and a collaborative framework for rapid content development. So with this, we conclude this overview of the Instancy Learning platform and its key modules and features. We welcome you to visit our website and visit the product pages to learn more in depth about the comprehensive nature of Instancy Learning platform. Okay.